So, let's talk about depression. Now, being Mr. Happy-Go-Lucky, you might think I don't know anything about depression, but I do. I think we all do, really. Now, I don't really buy into the classification of depression. To me, that's just a pain stroke, part of the system that just groups everybody together, puts a pain stroke on, sells some medication and whatnot and some ideologies. So I don't really buy into it, but we know what we're talking about when we say depression. It's more than just, it's really more an intense version of what we all go through anyways. But it's very unique in how it manifests, because where it's much the same, it's really, again, it's the suffering of the mind. However, with depression, it's also very unique in the sense that there's other factors often going on. There's almost an underlying heaviness even outside of the mind. So it's not just the mind. The mind plays with it and then it kind of goes back and forth, but it's like a deep fog, and the mind, of course, doesn't make it any better. And I think that's part of the frustration. Sometimes it can even come when we least expect it. And so what that deep fog, where it's coming from and why, we can only guess. I would guess that it's part of our process. It's a unique version of the burping up of things that don't serve us, and burping up of unexamined feelings, or the burping up of unresolved pain that's so deep it comes up in that sense. Not clear when pain and suffering and ideas are really strong. Often they're on the surface, and so when they come, we know when they come, and often they're triggered by something, and we can spot them easily. So we can, I'm going to make something up. If you wanted to have a child for many years, and occasionally you're feeding that idea almost of a lack, that something's missing because you haven't had a child, and then you could be having the most amazing day, and then you see a child playing with a parent, and it touches your heart, but then a little bit later another feeling creeps in, and it's that unresolvedness based on the idea, the concept, and then thus the mind has created some suffering there. So that's the obvious ones that we can spot. But what I think the frustration, and what almost makes it worse, the depression, is when it comes in like a deep fog, and especially when it comes in when we least expect it, and where, yes, there's thoughts coming in and out that are obvious and related, it almost seems separate of itself. And I think that causes frustration and confusion and fear, and understandably so. And I've felt that. You wake up in the morning for some reason, just odd time, and everything's great. Everything was great when you went to bed. You had wonderful dreams. Everything's great that day. You feel great, but something's coming in. And so some people would say it's energies of others. It could be, but I don't think that's still looking to the outer world. I mean, it's very complex here, so could that be a part of it? Yeah. But I do think it's us. And ultimately, since we're all one and connected, it is always us anyway, so regardless. So it could be seen as something bubbling up within us. But either way, as opposed to when the obvious things, as the example I gave, that come and then we deal with them, with depression it's best not to try to overanalyze it, because it is so strong. And then the mind can take that already strong fog, that deep feeling of depression, and make it worse. So I think it's best not to focus too much on the fact that you're depressed. You know you are, you can feel it. So again, allowing is a good first step. And so I've found that really the best thing you can do is to treat depression like you would an illness, like a cold. They say starve a fever, feed a cold. So when you have a cold, if you eat lots of nutrients and liquids, you start to get better. So I see it that way. It's the best way. Anytime you're feeling down, but especially with depression, instead of focusing on that, oh, I have depression, oh, something's wrong, oh, because that's not going to help. The best thing to do is first accept and go, okay, no, this is what's happening to me right now, and that's okay. Trust the divineness of all of this and of you. Trust it. I know it's not pleasant, but trust it. So first allow it, accept and allow it. And then try not to overanalyze it. Certainly don't medicate it. Because that's just what it is, right? That's what all this medication is. It's just covering something up. It doesn't work. Covering things up don't work. And, of course, it adds other complications. So don't cover it up with medications. Don't cover it up. A lot of times when we're depressed and not feeling well, our mind says, well, heck with it. I'm going to eat a quart of ice cream because I deserve it and I feel bad. Well, yeah, sure, you deserve to eat a quart of ice cream. And I'm just making that up. I'm not saying if you're depressed you're going to eat a quart of ice cream. There could be so many things. Maybe you want to go drink or maybe you want to go party. But whatever it is, a lot of times we may feel an urge to do things like that or eat lots of unhealthy junk food or whatnot. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. And sure, you deserve to do whatever you want. But it's not going to help. It's going to make it worse because now your body has to deal with. So first you were depressed. Now your body has to deal. Now you're putting your body in a depression. Now your body has to deal with over sugar or caffeine or toxins or alcohol or drugs or whatever it is you're putting in the system. So be kind to the system and feed your body and feed your heart and soul like you would a cold. And don't worry about results. Just be good to yourself. Just treat yourself like a child. You're under the weather. You're very under the weather being depressed. So care for yourself. Focus just on that. Don't focus on it so much as just on the remedy, which is caring for yourself. So get the idea of depression out of your head. You're going through something. You know what it is. We don't need to focus on the label. Accept it. Allow it. Roll with it. And then care for yourself like you would a child. Focusing on just the care, not the illness, not the label. So get that word out of your head is what I would recommend. And then just start feeding yourself and take your time. And don't worry about how quickly. There's no quick fix. But it will pass in time. And the more you feed it good things as opposed to bad things, like I said, don't feed the body things that are going to make your body depressed, but also don't use the mind and feed it negative thoughts. So get out of the mind, get into stillness, try to quiet the mind as much as possible. And so from a mental standpoint, mind standpoint, even if you don't feel it, and you won't, when you're depressed, that's the catch, is a lot of times you don't want to enjoy things that you normally would enjoy. But that's the mind almost wanting to participate in the depression. So try to resist that and just think of it as, no, medicine, I'm caring for myself. It doesn't matter that I love doing this thing, but right now I'm getting this feeling of not doing this thing. Instead of battling in the mind, just stick with what you've decided. Do it anyways. So if you love to paint or do art, then do that. Absolutely make yourself do that. That's medicine. Take your medicine. And don't battle it in the mind. Just do it. Just be committed to doing it, and don't worry about it. It's not going to be a quick fix. And do lots of these things, not just a little. Do lots. You need lots of medication right now. So you need lots of, you need to really feed it. So do lots of things you love. Eat lots of things you love that are good for your body. So eat lots of fresh things with lots of nutrients. Your body will start to feel better. When we also feed the body starts. So go do yoga. Go outside in nature. Get fresh air. Don't hide away. Feed the mind. Feed the heart. Feed the soul. Feed the body. Sing, dance. Even if you're not in the mood to sing and dance, sing and dance. So do lots of that stuff. Be committed to it. Watch uplifting movies and posts and things. Don't be watching violent movies and depressing movies and sifting through Facebook of negative posts. You know, go to pages and groups and people that are uplifting posts. If you find yourself thinking, try to shift your thinking to gratitude of what you do have, because really another part of depression is, like, again, which is just an exaggeration of what we go through in the first place, is we get this oh so common, and there's really no true cure. It will come when it comes, and you just deal with it when it comes. But we get this amnesia where we're forgetting the magic that's all around us. The magic that's you. I know you feel depressed, but you're amazing that you exist. And you're amazing, the love and all the wonderful things, uniqueness about you. And in your life, even if there's all these hard things, there's so much magic that we take for granted, and especially when we're depressed. Enjoy every meal, enjoy every breath, enjoy every bird singing. It's all magic. It's incredible that it exists. So if you do have to get up in the mind, if you do find yourself, try to shift your thoughts. But for the most part, try to get out of the mind. Go to stillness. Do tons of things that fulfill you. Eat and eat things that will make your body feel good. Do things that make your body feel good, truly good and energized. And just keep at it. And just trust that this is going to pass. And all I got to do is keep doing this, and more you'll start to enjoy those things slowly. And more you'll want to do more of them. And more you'll start to feel better, and you'll come out of it. And then when you do come out of it, just like when we're sick, you'll feel fantastic. You know, when you're sick for a long time, like a really bad sickness, and then you just want it to be over, which is not a good thought, by the way. Don't be feeding that thought. I just want this to be over. Don't. No. You're focusing on the illness on the label. But you know how when we have that, when we finally do come out of it, and it just takes time, right? It's just like it happens when it happens. You can't force it per se. But when it happens, you feel so good and refreshed. Oh, today you're just excited. So that's how you're going to feel. You'll start to feel better, and then you'll feel fantastic, and then you'll shine. So that would be my advice. And believe me, I've been there, so it's been a long time that I've had depression, decades, but boy, I was there, you know, to the point of trying to commit suicide in my teens, so I know what that dark place feels like. But life is amazing, and it's just a phenomenon. Trust what it is. We keep trying to get rid of it and medicate it and label it. Well, like everything here, it's supposed to happen for a reason, so embrace it. I know it's not pleasant, so when I say embrace it, I don't mean go, wee, I'm depressed. But what I mean is accept and embrace that, okay, I'm going to go with this, and I'm going to feed it like a mother would feed her child when the child has a cold. And just keep at it, and don't worry about when it passes, and just flow with it. Just flow with it, but keep feeding it in a positive way, mind, body, heart, and soul, and not in a negative way. And no worries, you're going to come out of this. You're absolutely, nobody stays in it. You're going to come out of it, and if you do these things, you'll come out of it faster. And who knows what revelations and awakenings you're going to have when you do that, which come with this burping up of whatever this is. So you'll probably have some amazing insights during or after, some amazing awakenings. So some great gifts will come from it. Believe me, some great gifts. You know, in my teens, we're going through all of that, which lasted all through my teens. I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful that what I've had such a charmed life ever since, and even during now. I know even that I see it as being charmed, and everything before it's all charmed. But now my life, I mean, it really was a gift, a really tough gift, but it was a gift. It was such a gift. So this is a gift. I know it's hard to see it that way, but it's a gift. But either way, just try to get out of thoughts and labels, and just take care of yourself, and do the things you love, and eat the things you love that make you feel good, that your body likes, that have nutrients and refresh you, and go outside and do the things that refresh you, and only be around people that refresh you for now, And if there's negative people, you need to stay away from, or people that tend to be negative, you need to stay away from them right now. Or if you're you have intense relationships, put them on hold just for a little bit. Just take a time out. It doesn't mean you're ditching them. It's because you don't want to run from the people in your life, but now is not the time. If there's somebody that tends to trigger you or whatever, or you're in a relationship that triggers you, yeah, take a time out. Let them know, I'm just taking a time out. Everything's cool. It's about me. Just, love you. See you later. And again, be very mindful of what you're reading, what you're thinking about, what you're listening to, what you're watching. It all counts. It all matters. Feed yourself. Feed it. You're going to be okay. You're going to be fantastic. You are magic. This is all magic. You're just getting an extreme unique form of amnesia, and you will remember. You will remember that you are amazing, and life is amazing. Such a gift.